Woo, big, woo, big, woo, big, podcast, podcast, woo, big, woo, big, woo, big, podcast, football, basketball, whatever you need, podcast, woo, big, shout out to fans, man, woo, big, keep the support alive, let's get it, podcast, you know we gon' keep it real every time, every single time, woo, big, woo, big, woo, big, we too cold, baby.
Yo, welcome to the Woo Pig Podcast, coming to you live from the Insurance Max Studios, baby. Where we talking about everything Arkansas Razorback football, basketball. Man, we even talk about baseball every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Experience peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait. Call today for a free, no obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what matters most. Hit them up, 870-534-2823. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. Hey, in the Woo Pig Podcast, man, we streaming on all major platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Make sure you subscribe on all our platforms. If you enjoy the audio-only version, you can find us everywhere. Apple Podcasts, we really rock with Spotify because you can switch between audio and video. Check us out over there as well. And, you know, we can't forget about our guys over at 3M Electric, serving Northwest Arkansas. They're your trusted commercial and residential electrical contractor. As a SDVOSB, they're dependable and reliable with no job too big or too small. When it comes to your electrical needs, contact 3M Electric, 479-408-9865. Let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig Podcast. And you know who I got in the building.
Yo, what it do, baby, man? It's your boy G Holmes in the building, a.k.a. Big Sexy. Man, somebody out there holler for your boy.
Oh my God.
OD. Man, who we got with us tonight, man?
Man, you know we take the bad little brother everywhere we go. Man, I think you muted, bro. You muted.
Man, you done muted yourself. See? He bad. He know.
Oh my
See
gosh.
That's why he the bad.
Hey man, you know I ain't want you to hear none of these bad words I be saying over here, man. What it do, Woo Pig fam? Mr. Bad Little Brother back again, baby.
I'm like, how you gonna be muted before the show even start?
Bro.
You know, just Bad Little Brother activities.
Hey man, we in here to talk about these Hogs tonight, man. We got some good news and we got bad news. We win a game, we losing in life.
Yo, hold on.
As a Hog fan. What's up,
hold
baby?
on
Hold
second,
up,
man. Just wait a minute. Just for a second. In the comments, man, y'all let me know if OD kind of glitching a little bit with his audio. Cause he kind of glitching now to me. Is he glitching out to you, Deezy?
Just a little bit.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, when you're talking, it's kind of like so
really?
Hopefully that works itself out. Anyway.
Well, that ain't good.
Yeah,
but
I told you that before we got on.
Hey man, you text me during the show. I am not paying attention to that phone. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to our members for supporting the Woo Pig Podcast. Man, we appreciate everybody. As you see your name scrolling through, we appreciate. Yep, they say I'm glitching. That ain't good, man. That is not good. I don't understand what's up with that.
I tried to tell you that before.
Hey, kill yourself. We trying to say somebody says he sounds good. Yeah, glitching a little bit. Some people say, yeah, it's weird, man. But hey, the show must go on. We'll see if I can work that out.
Like Coach Box in the club.
Let me check out my speed. Let me see what's really going on.
Hey, April said it sounds terrible. She said it's like echoing and stuff.
Oh man. Well. See, this happens every time there's an update.
Thursday. The computer need a drink too.
You said it happens every time what?
Every time there's an update, there's always something to jack up.
Yeah.
Well, hey. I don't know what to tell y'all. The show gonna try to go on. Y'all let me know in the comments what we doing. See, Nisha said, hey, y'all clear to me. So my guy right here says, sounds fine. OD clear and smooth to me. Hey man, that's y'all janky internet, man. Stop it. That ain't me, man. Jeremiah.
See, but look at black neighbors.
Sometimes you can't trust black neighbors, man. He be trolling everywhere, man.
I don't know, man.
Hey, we getting a bunch of it's fine. Y'all good. Hey, man.
Well,
I guess it is what it is. Wes says it's all good. Me, myself, and I said y'all got box internet. Show going on, man. As I was saying, shout out to the people, man. Y'all shout out to everybody that's members, man. We appreciate y'all. Now, moving on with the show, we got good news. The Hogs won. We already know that. Makai Mitchell had a great game. We should have been getting that all year, but we ain't been getting that all year. So it's good that he actually gave us a great effort. For the last 2 games, he's been balling out, though. What y'all think about my guy, Makai Twinkle Toes Mitchell?
Well, first off, let's just give a shout out to the Razorbacks for bringing home the dub. You know, like we said last time, hey man, a win is a win. We ain't gonna even hold them on that. But the starting 5, just to run through just a few of the stats, man. The starting 5 was Graham, Lawson, Blocker, Mark, and Battle. Graham, he scored 13 points, man. Pretty decent game. 6 of 11. Only got to the free throw line 1 time. 1 rebound. He had 4 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers. All set for the turnovers. That's a pretty good stat line. Lawson, 16 points, but he only scored 6 points. He was 3 of 4 from the field, and he had 3 rebounds, and everything else was flat. Blocker played 29 minutes. He was 2 of 2, 5 of 6 from the line with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, 9 points. Mark played 34 minutes, man. Him, Mitchell, and Minifield played the most minutes. He was 3 of 13, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, 22 points. Battle has 2 of 6, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 6 points. Twinkle Toes. Man, Makai Mitchell played 34 minutes. He was 8 of 13, 3 of 4 from the line. Hey, man, give a shout out. Your man's came in with 14 rebounds, 5 offensive, 9 defensive rebounds. That's one heck of a game with 2 assists, no blocks, 2 turnovers. He had 19 points. Minifield, 4 of 11. That's kind of a poor shooting night for Minifield. 2 of 3, from the 3-point, 6 of 6. He was perfect at the line. A total of 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover. And then Davenport, he was doing Davenport type stuff. He shot 1 shot, he missed it. Shot 1 3, missed it. Of course, didn't get to the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 0 points. So that's a rundown of those that played We only played 8 players. And I mean, we got the dub, but that's what I think. But shout out to Twinkle Toes. Hey man, that was one heck of a game for your mans.
DZ, who stood out to you, man?
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Mitchell, man. Mitchell came out aggressive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since Brazil went down, it seemed like his energy just flipped the page. I love this new Mitchell. Keep it up, dog. You did your thing. I think the biggest thing for me this game was 2 things. Yeah. One, point guard play. Minifield really ran the point well. He had a lot of good passes. Now, don't get me wrong, his scoring wasn't always great. He had some big threes, but Minifield did his thing. I think this game really showed that I don't think Blocker is a point guard. Not yet, anyway. He had a couple of bonehead stuff here and there. He just not that good at the offensive side of the game, which will come. He young, but his defense was ready. His defense was right. So the way Musk used them back and forth for offense versus defense, I really liked it. I feel like this game Musk really had a good rotation going as far as when to play small ball, when to get the bigs out there. I don't know. I like the personnel this game. The energy was good. We had the league for, I think it was like 32 minutes, 37 minutes, something crazy like that. So, hey, the boys did their thing. I ain't got nothing too crazy to say except for Davenport and Battle. Oh my gosh. Them was some rough games to watch for them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened to Battle, but he gone. He disappeared. And Davenport just getting beat on every drive. It was tough to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Davenport gonna give you everything he got, bro. But what he just ain't got enough to be a top player in the SEC, man. He gives you the best, and that's all you can say. That's really all you can ask for. But hey, I was watching the post game they had with Makai Mitchell, man. He said, "Hey, don't give up on us. Don't give up on us yet, man." Well, I'm gonna keep picking against them because every time every time I pick against them, they win. So I'm gonna keep that going. I'm gonna pick against the Razorbacks to lose every single game so they can show up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm picking against them every. I don't care. I know it is.
One of the things I did, was kind of a bright spot is our free throws. Man, we shot almost 81% from the strike. And you always say, man, you got to make the ones that they give you. And we only missed 5 free throws all night. That was a huge plus for us. But really the free throws were pretty much even. They went to the line. They shot 22 free throws. We shot 26. We made 21. They made 20. So there was almost a cancel out on that. But our 3-point, we only shot 6 3-pointers for 67%. And they shot 20 and made 10. So they putting the thing in the air. So, we scored 91 points, but we really got outplayed in that second half. And that's that's a little bit concerning to me. We were outscored, 56-44 in the second half. You heard what I said. We was outscored 56-44 in the second half. And if the game had went on another 3 minutes, we might have lost. Because we won this game really on our backs. You know what I'm saying?
But we won.
Getting close to the end of the game, I was like, "Woo!" I said that was a great win. I understand that.
It don't even matter how they lost, how they won. They won. That's what we got to be happy about.
Bro, I said that. I am happy that they won, but I'm just saying. Whenever you have such a lead, we're not good at maintaining those big leads because we got up big on this team, man. And I understand every team is going to make a run, but all I'm saying is great win, but we have to concentrate on those tangibles to maintain that lead going into late into that second half. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. Let me read my super chat. Mama.
There go that man.
Man, Blocker came out and set the tone with his defense and setting up the offense, getting everyone to pass the ball. Then Minifield came into piggyback off that. Hey.
That's false. That's false, Box. That's completely false.
So what's your take on that, DZ? Hey, shout out to Box, man, for the super chat, man. We appreciate you supporting the channel. What's your take on it?
Box be right about certain things, but boy, when that bias kick in, it be crazy. This like your Dan Enos take right here, Box. I ain't gonna cap. Minifield had the offense moving. He was driving, hitting people with bounce passes. Minifield had some beautiful passes in that game. Blocker, if it wasn't for Blocker, Mitchell would have had 22 if he wouldn't have been hanging on the rim for no reason. What are you talking about? Now, on defense, I agree with you, but offensively, no. Blocker, I didn't see Blocker set nothing up.
How many points Blocker had, G?
How you really feel?
How many points he had? How many assists he had?
Blocker close.
Blocker had 9 points and 2 assists.
And Minifield had
he really
10
wasn't dishing.
What?
Setting what up with 2 assists?
Minifield had 10.
Minifield had 16 points. No, Minifield had 16 points and 3 assists.
Okay. All right. But hey, I think most been listening
3
to
times
us.
versus.
Yeah, I mean, they did that thing. So that's 25 points between the two. They finally listened to us and took the turnover king out the game because he didn't. Somebody said he was a Gatorade All-American. Yeah. That he was making sure everybody was hydrated. Hey, we got him a new role, baby. Got him a new role. But somebody said next game we got big guards against LSU. So we're gonna see what Minifield do against them big guards. So hey, it may be a game by game basis to see what these hog guards gonna do. But I like the way the bigs play.
I like the tempo Minifield set.
If he can give us, if Graham can give us, not Graham, Twinkle Toes Mitchell can give us what he gave us, and Minifield can get somewhat consistent with what he gave us, man, we got a chance because Tremont Mark gonna score. That's one thing he gonna do. So I like the win. I understand it was against the worst team in the SEC, but man, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Now
we literally starting from the bottom.
True that. Well, maybe we can string 2 wins together, man. What y'all think about LSU? Y'all think we got a chance? Y'all know my answer is no. I am not picking the Hogs the rest of the way.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I just don't see it.
I don't like it.
LSU is just if we was the team we was supposed to be this year, I'd be like, you know what, for sure. This ain't even a great LSU team, but this is a capable LSU team. So this is not the type of LSU team that you just gonna walk over. It's gonna be a fight. And the only way we win is if we play perfect. And if we do win, it's gonna be by very few points.
Well, a win is a win. I'm taking them. If it's by a few points, I take it. But I'm still gonna pick against them just to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? I got to pick against them. I just ain't. They got to build up my faith, and I ain't got faith that they can do much of anything. So
I don't blame you,
bro. G Unit in here on some slick stuff. You hear me? G Unit in here on some slick stuff.
G Unit.
Hey man,
I didn't see his comments.
There
we go.
He say this boring. I heard this show was lit. Hey, man. Don't poke a bear now. Don't.
Hey, we gonna get right there. Matter of fact, G Unit, I'm glad you brought this up. We lost one of our recruits, Bethel Roman, wide receiver out of Texas. he decided that he wasn't gonna come to the Razorbacks. Well, they really kind of left it kind of vague. They just said he's not. They let him out of his NIL deal. He's not coming to Arkansas. So if you sign with Arkansas, they gave you the NIL deal. How does this happen? Somebody make it make sense to me. How can your commitment letter is worth nothing? It's like an NFL contract. They basically write them on toilet paper because they ain't worth nothing.
Yep.
So are commitments now worth nothing? I mean, what is it? So how is it that you can just get out of your commitment, your NIL deal? Somebody make it make sense to me. I need to know.
Yeah, it sound real pay to play to me. That's the weirdest part about it for me. It was like, what? So did he ask to get released from his NIL, or did they decide to release him? Like it really didn't tell which side this came from. But I mean, that's almost like some free agency stuff. Almost like, yeah, he accepted the contract, then he decided he don't want the contract, and now they saying they expected him to sign with somebody else. So I don't know. It sounds real weird. It's almost like he was only coming here because of the NIL deal. So I don't know. That's some weird stuff.
So Lane New puts up a comment, man. Thank you for being a member. We appreciate you supporting the channel, Lane New. He says the coaching change at the position coach is how he got the approval. So Kenny Godden moved on to Wisconsin. Hey, now he gets out of his deal. Okay, I'm with it. Yeah. I can see that. Now, so now that we've made sense of that,
anytime there is,
go ahead, G.
Hold on. But anytime there is any type of coaching change, they do allow you to decommit without no repercussions. Head coach, position coaches, all of that. So if that, like you said, since his position coach did leave, they give him the option to stay or to leave, and so he decided to leave. So, like they say in the comment, did he follow Guyton? You know what I mean? So he might have, but I don't never cry about no spilled milk, man. Hey, get on down.
And I said NIL, I meant national letter of intent. My fault. I meant that was a mistake. National letter of intent is what they let him out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just seemed kind of a weird timing because Kenny been gone for a sec.
Yeah. But hey, maybe Kenny Godden was more to the recruits than anything, because when he did leave, current coaches, current players was like, hey man, I'm sick. Andrew Armstrong was on Twitter. He did not like the fact that Kenny Godden moved on. So what's the big tall dude we got? I can't think of his name right now. He didn't like it either.
Yeah.
So
the 6'7" cat.
Yeah, I can't think of his name though. Yeah, so yeah. So now that we made sense of that, man, Lane, shout out to you. They allow so many days after coaching change to pull the national letter of intent. I'm not certain on the amount of days, but that's it. Okay, cool. So now we got an answer on that. But my secondary question is, does it mean that Arkansas is not serious about football, or do high school receivers think that Arkansas is not the place if you want to be a wide receiver? Tyrone Broden is his name. That's my question, though.
Yeah.
Somebody was in my DMs today, and they said Arkansas is not the place for wide receivers because all Pittman want to do is run the ball. That's why
I think it's a little more to it than that.
Courtney. Go ahead, DZ. I'm laying the yellow brick road for you because you already know what the DMs was.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names.
No, we ain't gonna say no names.
That's a very trusted source.
Absolutely.
But I think it's a two-edged sword because on one hand, when your head coach is known as an offensive line guru, it ain't for pass blocking usually. So, I can get that whole argument of, yeah, we do want to run the ball heavy, but we in the SEC, everybody run the ball. I think the bigger thing is this. One, we coming off KJ Jefferson, who wasn't just a passer anyway. And then two, on top of that, no wide receiver is going to want to come to a school that's about to have a quarterback battle, especially with quarterbacks that aren't proven. So I think that might be the bigger thing if I was a wide receiver. Just we don't even know who the quarterback is going to be. And then second, I look at y'all roster, all of y'all wide receivers came back. So I'm going to have to battle guys that got seniority over me, plus the young guys from last season. It's just a lot of different reasons I can see wide receivers not wanting to come.
Well, we did lose Crutchfield, and we lost Bethel Roman. That's 4 star recruits, wide receivers. So, we'll see. But the fact that we never saw him play,
I'm not too worried though. Only because y'all got to think like this. In the day of NIL, it's really better to just get a guy almost committed because he going to go wherever he go. And let's say it don't work out. And all our receivers, they gone after next season. So who y'all think going to be the first people to come back to the Razorbacks as soon as, that NIL money free back up after this season coming up? So, it ain't as bad as it used to be to lose recruits because they could end up bouncing right back. And they gon' usually bounce back to the schools they was flirting with at first.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The comments, they bringing out some good points, man, about this NIL, man. It's just wild the way they doing it, and it's really just killing college sports as a whole, in my opinion, with this NIL. So it's just really build a team from year to year. However much money you got.
Yeah, I don't like that. To me, that doesn't really, to me, that really doesn't. Whenever you do it like that, man, you don't really have no sense of pride in the school. There's no loyalty. There's no, hey man, I want to be a Razorback. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ever wanted to be. It ain't. It has none of that. People play with more passion when they really want to be somewhere. Some people just want to be at Alabama for whatever reason. People just, sometimes want to play for Notre Dame because it's the nostalgia of the school. And they go there and they play hard and they want to put in 4 years. They commit that thing. You know what? I'm going to be here for 4 years and I'm going to try to be the best, fighting Irish I can be. But now, shoot, I may go to,
that's over now. That's
DFE and go down here. Yeah, so I may go over here to this school over here that's a lesser, maybe not in a Power 5, but guess what? They scraped up enough money for me to go. So really, to me, it just degrades the whole how the players are committed to a program. When you can just walk away from a program year to year, and then they're allowing you to go the very next year and play. You remember them days where when you transferred, you had to sit out a year. Cats wasn't jumping from school to school when you had to sit out a year. You could practice, but you can't play. Man, the people made those choices, very sparingly. But now, hey man, it's Katie bar the doors out here in this junk.
So I'm gonna read my super chat real quick. Shout out to Matt, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. He said the problem with NIL is the soft transfer rules. Paying a guy that can't leave at any given time wouldn't be so bad. What y'all think about what Matt said?
I mean, I think that'll help solve at least half of the problems. Like, let's say you pay a guy and in that contract he has to stay at least 2 years. I mean, that'll help something. or maybe 3 years. That'll be even greater. So I mean, that'll help a little bit, definitely.
So what do you guys think about
I
the
agree.
possibility? I'm gonna read something I'm looking at right here. It says kids can't compete with higher paid guys. Strength and conditioning coaches have orders to just publicize guys who started the transfer portal kids. When other players wanted to compete in a game of tug of war, they were told they had a list that only certain guys could compete. So, do you think it's possible
I don't get it.
that because I paid you X amount of dollars, I am going to have to play you? I gave you $20,000 a month in NIL. Even though you're not a better player, I got to play you.
I mean, that happen in the NFL all the time, so I could see that.
But this ain't even. See, this is the part of it that corrupts the game. This ain't professional. This just interrupts the game because the best players are not on the field because you got to promote the guy who you gave $20,000 to that ain't really that good. There's just not. I mean, we saw a guy played in the NFC Championship game this past week who got benched for a guy that probably won't end up in the NFL. So it's a weird time, and the fact that these guys are being paid and they're getting more money than guys that are better than them. And even if they are getting paid more, that shouldn't give you the right to say, I'm going to be awarded the starting job. That just makes no sense to me. So,
Yeah,
that's my take on that.
like how can you?
Go ahead.
I don't know.
No, go ahead.
It's like it's because I completely agree with you. It's destroying the fabric of earning your spot. That's the biggest thing about college that made it so amazing. Like everything was earned and it can be taken away just like that. Now it's more like, nah, we got to get our money's worth with this dude. We paid too much. Or the boosters that paid for him gonna be looking at Coach Pittman like, hey, we paid this dude all this money. You better keep. And I think that might have been what happened with KJ last year. A lot of us wanted KJ gone, and maybe Dan Eno seen that too, and he didn't like that or something. I don't know. I've been thinking about little stuff like that in my head. Like it's reasons why certain players, the coaches saw him getting beat up every game, just like us, playing bad every game, just like we did. But maybe they was thinking like, hey, if I don't play this guy, those boosters gonna look at me like, are you crazy? We just gave this dude $500,000. Like I need to see him every game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But do you remember what we put on the screen? That was actually some of the bylaws of the NIL contracts. That is, this contract is not contingent on a player's performance.
That's what the words say.
So it really ain't got nothing to do with that. That's what it says in there. Yeah, that's what it says in the contract. It says that the NIL deal is not it's not performance based. It isn't. So they can get an NIL deal and really just sit on the bench because the name, image, likeness is them doing commercials or doing whatever it is that they do for that company. It's just like Devo got a thing with Guadney Chevrolet, or I think it's Guadney Chevrolet. So he has to do commercials and stuff and do stuff for Guadney Chevrolet. That they don't care if he's playing. He also has a NIL deal where he's supposed to every Thursday be on 103.7 The Buzz, and he's sponsored by Guadney Chevrolet. Well, guess what? Today they called in and said Devo is not going to be on today. So he didn't fulfill his obligation today for whatever reason. Because he's supposed to be on there on Thursdays at 1:00. He wasn't today. They put out a press release right
Man, that's
before
crazy.
they released it and said that he wasn't going to be on today, but they said he might return in the near future. They didn't give any like concrete, oh, he'll be back next week. That ain't what they said. So I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we getting ready to open this thing up, man, to the hog pen. But before we do that,
yeah,
man, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors, man.
Yes, sir. So, shout out to Insurance Max. Experience a peace of mind with Insurance Max, your one-stop shop or your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance statewide. Don't wait. Call for free today. No obligation quote. Secure your future with Insurance Max, where the protection meets affordability. Dial now and safeguard what really matters most. Call those guys over there at Insurance Max at 870-534-2823. Again, 870-534-2823. And of course, we got to give a sponsor to 3M Electric, the official sponsor of the Woo Pig podcast. Serving Northwest Arkansas, they're your trusted commercial and residential electric contractor. As an SDV OSB, they're dependable and they're reliable. So with no job too big or too small, when it comes to your electrical needs, contact 3M Electric at 479-408-9865 and let them know you heard it on the Woo Pig podcast.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the sponsors, man. Make sure you guys, if you need any work done, need some insurance, highlight Insurance Max. You need some work done, electrical work. You need a new outlet for that Tesla you got. Hey, we got you covered on the Woo Pig podcast. 3M Electric gonna hook you up, and Insurance Max gonna give you that insurance. Give them a buzz, baby. Now, moving on to we got somebody in the green
This hog
room.
pen. Y'all come holler at your boys.
We
Who
got
that
somebody
is?
in here. We got Unbiased in the building. Unbiased.
Oh,
That boy, I swear Unbiased is always at work.
I gotta help y'all out tonight.
Help us out.
What's
Talk
up,
to
gentlemen?
What's going on, man? How you doing
It
tonight?
was not
What it do?
NIL. I'm hanging in there. I'm at work, unfortunately, but you know, we do what we do. I had to spend some time with my
Right.
brethren here, but I gotta help y'all out. It's not NIL. It's NLI, National Letter of Intent, that they let him out
Yeah.
of. He was
I
already
corrected that.
wavering
You must
before
have
he
missed it.
signed. Oh, you did? I must have missed that.
Yeah, you must
It
have
had
missed
nothing
it.
to do with NIL. Guyton was basically like the straw that broke the camel's back and made him say, "Okay, I guess I'm not," because he wasn't really. He was on the fence when he signed, you know, and he didn't. He wasn't on campus or anything like that, you know. It's not never good to lose a player that's 4-star above or considered a high caliber player, but is it a gigantic loss? Time will tell. I don't think it will be. But you never want to lose a player at all, especially when it's considered your third best player in your class, and you go from 30th to 34th in your overall class. So, NIL isn't good, but we can't blame NIL for everything. Like, oh, we lose core skills because NIL. No, we lost players because we were not a winning program. Now, if we were a winning program, there are some players we would have gotten. Simple as that. Winning cures a lot of the crap. But I'm happy to see how hard the basketball team played. They were on one for the most part. Shout out to Twinkle Toes. I'm gonna call him Twinkle Star because he was a star. He was a star last night. He balled out. I mean, he was really on
Thanks.
one. It was the best game I've ever seen him play in a Hawks uniform. The matter of fact, the front court itself was very solid. They dominated the glass. They just played great ball overall. Minifield and Blocker played well. Minifield was the offensive end where he was controlling the ball really well. Great passes, timely shots, not shooting dumb shots. Blocker was more on the defensive end that he made his impact. The one big critique I have is that they got way too conservative in the last 7 minutes of the game. That's why Missouri made a comeback, because they was holding the ball to the last seconds of the clock just to try to, to wear some of the clock down. They should have maintained their offensive intensity and still continue the attack. And I think the Missouri would have never even got back within 13 or 15 if they had maintained that intensity. But a win is a win. I'm picking them to beat LSU. I'm holding on to my last straw of hope. I'm sitting up here saying, let's finish 8-2, give us a shot. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try to speak it into existence. I'm going to try to put the positive in the air, and hopefully they can execute. And it looks like we actually have a lineup now, and I think Musk knows his rotation now on how to use it. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. We'll see.
Yo, so let me just say something just right quick. I'm gonna address G Unit in the comments. So G Unit, I saw that same exact story about the players talking about people wanting, if you support the Hogs, then stop talking about us. And
Whoa, sweet thing.
Look here, man. What y'all not finna do is shut us up. We are fans. We've been telling y'all this. We fans. You can't get online and just be telling people not to talk about you, not to have an opinion about the product that you're putting out on the court that we pay to see. Man, that ain't this new generation. I'm talking about soft like wet toilet paper. I'm talking about that one-ply toilet paper that you got to be real careful with because you might stick your finger through it. You know what I'm saying? Get some boo-boo on your hands. We ain't going with that. Man, if we see a bad product, guess what we gonna do? We gonna talk about it. When we see a good product, guess what? We gonna talk about it. You can't come over here and tell the fans. I mean, what did that even sound like? You gonna tell the fans not to criticize you when you trash? When you play like trash? That's what y'all want? G Unit, I did see the exact same thing that you talking about, and they're not gonna shut us up because we ain't going.
Now, it looks like Unbiased got something to say.
I wanted to add to that. The thing is,
What up, Unbiased?
it's two faceted. I'm gonna try to be quick. Criticizing the team, I think the fan base is soft on that. But it was deeper than that just transpired in the last few days. And part of that was because of the Missouri fan base. We're talking about personal things about these players. That's what the context was. When you're contacting the coach's daughter about the situation with the coach, that's inappropriate. That's not the move. Even though I don't think it was an actual true Arkansas fan, I feel like other fan bases are trolling us and putting us in a position where we're looking bad. And then on top of that, the whole allegations about the players as well, this personal that is not basketball related, that's another issue. So those are two separate things. So the fan base is soft in regards to us critiquing the team, but those other aspects is too far. And I want to give a shout out to Trevor Brazil and Jalen Graham for trolling in regards to that because they made it funny. They took it lightly. They paid attention. They know what's going on. They know what the rumors has been said about them, and they basically trolled it. And I thought it was funny. Now, Brazil, good troll, but if you get back on the court and you get healthy again, I need you to be assertive and get in your bag. But the issue with the personal stuff, though, I think we need to, the fan base overall, whoever in the fan base is doing it, need to stick to basketball because I think it's going a little too far when you got people contacting, an 8th grader, the coach's daughter. So it's two faceted.
Well,
some of that, I think that post was partly about that, and that's.
But Unbiased, hold on. How they even get in contact with an 8th grader? You understand what I'm saying? So
she has an Instagram. She has a Twitter.
But that's what then that means.
She has
not
a Twitter.
Monitoring who your kids is playing with. But that's what I'm saying. So you can't blame. You gotta.
How do you
your kids?
No, you're off base on this. I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I think you're off base with just inboxing somebody and asking inappropriate questions. I think that's off base. I can't agree with you in any capacity for that. I can't do it. Nah.
But we don't. But Unbiased, do you even know how this happened though? We don't know. We just saying
That's what I'm saying.
what she told us. We can speculate all day, but she didn't come out and say how this happened. They got to her on Instagram. She gave us no details.
Yeah, they didn't say that. So you assuming that? You assuming that it was on Twitter?
No, I just said that.
We're not assuming
I
that.
said that she has it. I know. I said she has an Instagram. She has a Twitter. That means people can message her that way.
First of all, if I'm the coach of a college program, I'm not even gonna let my kids have social media. Yeah, like first of all, I promise you, this is not the first coach's child who's been contacted. I remember after Chad Morris thing, they lit all his kids up. Not saying it's right. It's not right at all. That's some creepy stuff for sure. But it's nothing out of the ordinary either. Like we can't act like in the day of social media, this is the first time that's ever happened amongst all these universities. No, like imagine being Coach K daughter. Imagine being any crazy, crazy. I don't know. I think you need to get off social media if your parents is somebody that famous,
or at least have an account.
But you don't have to necessarily be on social media to get something like that to happen.
Hey, unbiased.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say this.
Yes, sir.
Me, you, nobody on this live, nobody in America can control what nobody does.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Period. Nobody. So I ain't you sitting here arguing about it really because we can't control what nobody does. We don't know if it's fake, real, or what, because it wasn't us.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, wasn't us.
It wasn't.
So we didn't do it.
They're saying the Missouri fan base have something to do with some of this too, though. And I wouldn't put it past them because they are a trash fan base. And I don't even look at them like a robbery. They don't matter to me. It's just another game for me because I'm old school when it comes to a hog fandom. So Texas will always be a rivalry. Missouri is just another team you play. But I think they played a role, and a lot of reports have came out that the fan bases kind of trolled Arkansas and kind of created some of the situations and circumstances on a personal note.
Hey, shout out to Sam Jones. He says,
if it's my daughter,
wow. This is what he talked. Sam Jones says, bro, y'all wow. If that's y'all daughter getting contacted, y'all going to war. That's out of bounds if your daughter was contacted. We agree 100%. We're not saying that it's not. But what we're saying is that you can't control what people do. People, we know people crazy. That's just facts. People crazy. These fans are crazy. And hey, I hate that, her daughter was contacted about her daddy, going somewhere else. I mean, it's just like, I heard your daddy got fired today.
War with my daughter.
Yeah, I heard your daddy got fired today.
I'd be like, get off of there. Delete that account. Make a fake account like everybody else or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's many ways to get around this social media thing.
Hey, if it was my daughter, what I would do, I would find out who it was and go to war with that person, not the whole fan base or the whole school district or everybody. I would try to find out who it is and go to war with that person, not nobody else.
Yeah.
We're going to talk.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk.
Brian Mulder says her mom said that she saw things online that she was asking her mother about, not that anyone contacted her personally. See? It's a lot of stories out there.
Said, bro.
It's a lot of stories out there.
No, you got the tweet. The tweet up, bro. You didn't get it?
I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it.
Do you know what pissed me off about that comment? Oh, do you know what pissed about that comment? You can watch cartoons and hear more cussing and more bad stuff than what we talking about these days. You can watch regular TV and hear more bad stuff than what we saying. That's on regular TV. But they get mad about what we saying. We paying our hard-earned money and going through all this crap with the Razorbacks. We pay our money to buy this Razorback stuff. We pay our money to support the Razorbacks. So don't get mad at us. That's what I got a problem with.
Hey, that's
It's a
facts.
weird
Hey,
situation.
it is a weird situation, man. It's so much out here with the Hogs, man. I ain't never in my life experienced so much drama with the Razorbacks, man. It's crazy,
Man, what you
the
said?
stuff going on with the Hogs, basketball, the football. You know, everybody on our domes about, oh, y'all not supporting the team. Everybody and their mama came out talking about Pittman fired. Pittman getting fired on Monday. Monday he out of here. Man, Pittman still here. And y'all ain't had nothing to say. Ain't nobody apologized. Ain't nobody said I jumped out there with gasoline draws on in the fire. No. but then y'all want us to dial it back when we on these boys' domes because we call them Turnover King and White Boy Rick. Hey man, we just say how we really feel.
I know, right?
so what?
Bro, if they think this bad, if
I
they
mean-
think this bad, Calipari was gonna get fired all the last year at Kentucky. So I'm pretty sure the players got their part too. If they think that if they can't handle this, go somewhere else. You're gonna get the same treatment.
Man.
Go to another school. You get the same treatment from their fans when you trashing it up.
Yeah. Any top tier program,
And it's just
this is what you gonna get. So it is what it is.
What you say, Deezy?
because like how can we not say anything negative that we see? Like we're not making these negative things up. So for the people that say that we can't say anything negative about a team, then how can we say anything positive? Like you got to go both ways with it. So we just need to be quiet. Period. Fans just need to not say nothing, whether we doing good or bad. We just need to be a silent program and just be boring. That's what y'all want.
Yeah. Shut up and buy some tickets.
That
That's what
ain't
they
gonna
want.
happen.
Shut up and buy more tickets. Yeah,
Yeah,
shut
I
up, buy
disagree
more
with
tickets.
that.
And,
I disagree with that. If we,
What do you disagree with?
to the NIL too.
What do you disagree with, Unbiased?
if we're not successful, if we're not successful or we're not playing well, it's open sesame when it comes to how you perform on the court or perform on the field. There's nothing wrong with you critiquing something like that. Anybody has an issue with that, you got to toughen up, Buttercup. Straight up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
I got something to
It's
ask. I got something to
ridiculous.
ask Unbiased.
Oh, why you
though. I got
bashing?
something to ask Unbiased.
Because we suck right now. Duh.
I got something to ask you, Unbiased. You know I like you.
Shoot.
But is you a trucker? Because you got that big old earphone in like you a truck driver. Is you a trucker?
No, I'm an operations manager, lead dispatch for a logistics company dealing with medical specimens from hospitals all around the country.
Well, that's it then.
I just wanted to
Unbiased out here
know. My
making
bad.
money.
Because you got
That's it.
yeah.
dude.
He making money.
He doing some important work. Yeah, he making sure your
Under-
feet
hey,
get to the right spot.
He got a trucker.
He making sure
Unbiased,
somebody got
Y'all
a
get
truck
COVID, I'm
straight.
taking y'all
They can
tests and I'm
dock
going to
him, too.
contaminate them.
You're safe for
Boy,
zone
y'all
3.
the truth.
I
Back
gotta make
up.
sure I don't get my
Hey,
You're
shots from
safe
you.
for zone 5. Back up.
Y'all wow.
No, there's no CB, man. These are independent contractors driving regular vehicles. I don't deal with no truckers.
What the comments?
Hey,
Matter of fact, no, we do. I think we do some stuff in Arkansas.
Hey,
What
put
he's
up that
coming.
me,
Hey, let's get
myself,
back to the
and I,
basketball.
where it
Y'all
says
think
Munson
this game-
Danielle running all over town. That's a good one. Running all over the country in the summer and the fall, getting selfies with all sorts of celebrities, including their daughter and assistant coach's son, and pictures and posting. But now you mad somebody said something to her. That's a fact. That right there, my friend, is a fact. People want to shine when it's bright on them. They don't want it when oh, don't do that. Well, you've been putting her out here. She out here.
Man,
Hey,
I wouldn't even post my kids if I had a job like that.
man, you can't control these kids. Kids gonna be kids. And if kids want to get on Instagram, they gonna
Yeah,
get
you
on
can.
She
Instagram.
a teenager now, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you
gonna
you
get
can
on.
if you don't want them to see, if you don't want them to get if you don't want them to get bothered or talk online or get abused, harassed online, make an age limit where you give them a cell phone and an iPad and create an online account. But if you're giving them a cell pad and iPad at 8 years old and letting them create an account, don't be mad what people say.
But she in the 8th grade. She's
Because
the
all
thing. Huh?
us,
She's probably
most
13.
of us, but most of us didn't get a cell phone until we graduated high school.
Well, they wasn't invented until after you graduated high
When you
school.
graduate high school,
Box.
Box, there was no such thing as a cell phone.
Oh man.
Hey, I had a big phone and I had a car bag phone. That's when I graduated.
Yeah. I had a car.
Yeah,
in my
that's what I'm
home.
saying.
Man, you had a
We was talking
pager,
about
quit fronting. You had a beeper. You went to the payphone.
Nah.
Bro,
That's true.
that's
I
Box
had
had
two
a cell
pages.
phone back when them jobs was like $20 a minute.
Hey, but this comment,
$20 a minute. You got
Boy.
10 minutes.
but this comment right here is a fact.
Let me call you at 9. Let me call you at 9.
In Unbiased, you can attest to this. Social media is a mean place, bro. And if you let your child on Twitter,
Very mean.
bro, you asking for your daughter to have psychological problems. If she on Twitter, because man, you gotta be a tough skinned individual to be on Twitter. Because if Unbiased says anything remotely, if you says anything remotely good about anything, oh, they on his head. If he say anything bad about the Razorbacks, they on his head. You can't say anything on Twitter without somebody on your head. That's why all the players talk in code. They don't really say what they really want to say. They talk in code. And then you sitting there trying to decipher what they saying, and they got a billion comments under them, and they just laughing at y'all because they ain't finna tell you what they saying. So, but if you just a regular person, oh, they on your dome. They gonna call you everything but a child of God on Twitter.
Oh.
So you shouldn't be letting your child on
OD,
Twitter if she on Twitter. That's for one.
Did you see Graham?
Go
OD,
ahead.
did you see Graham and Brazil's post though on their Instagram?
Yeah, we saw it.
I don't think I follow either one of them. I'm not a
saw
big Instagram person. I hate Instagram. People send me stuff on Instagram. I never.
I'm not big either, but yeah, shoot,
Can I
Box.
respond to that question? They didn't deny nothing, and I'll
Go
leave
ahead,
it
Bob.
at that. They didn't deny nothing, and I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, Box. It had to be
I'ma
you.
ask
It had to be you, Box. Damn.
Hey, this is real question right here, man. This is the real question, I'm just gonna ask the question, right? Because everybody in the chat know the rumors, right? Everybody know the rumors. Unbiased, come on back, man. Everybody know the rumors.
Had to be Box.
If it was any of you on this screen or anybody in the comments and somebody said those things about you, would you say nothing or would you defend yourself? We ain't got to bring out. We know what the rumors are, but we ain't got to bring it out. But I'm just asking, would you come out and defend yourself and say, hey, bro, I'm pulling up on the Woo Pig podcast, and I'm gonna be like, hey, don't play with me. I'm asking y'all, what would you do?
It depends. It depends on what my employer tells me to do too in certain circumstances.
Man, I'm posting a picture with me and the whole girls basketball team the next day.
Well, that ain't much confirmation.
It ain't this. It ain't this. Hey, it ain't this. This is what I ain't doing.
Nah.
So what you saying? What you ain't
we
doing?
gotta put you in the box. You acting up.
Are you going to defend yourself? That's what I want to know. Are you going to come out and say, squash the rumor straight up and down? That ain't what it is.
Yes, sir.
I'm squashing that ASAP.
I'm gonna squash it. Yeah.
Unbiased, what's
I'm gonna be
man?
on every news outlet. Around the horn. Go
My
unbiased. Your
based
turn.
on my own actions, I would squash it. But if my employer or my school says, "Hey, listen, we don't really want you to get into that," but for me personally, yes, I would respond. I would post the baddest thing on the planet
D
that I ever had. You heard me?
Mm.
Deezy, what say you?
Man, I don't even want to say what I want to say, but just know I'm posting proof.
Don't say it, DZ. Don't go to the box route. Don't do it.
Well,
My mama gonna be mad
Don't
at
do it,
me.
Box,
DZ.
what you gonna do?
Don't do it.
Hey,
Box?
it ain't this. It ain't that.
Mm.
I'm gonna come out and say, hey, I done heard all the rumors. That ain't me, bro. And so, yeah, I'll leave it at that. That ain't happening. I ain't going out like that. I'm not finna be having the whole world laughing at me without me saying nothing, and that's all I gotta say. And the thing about it, I defended
Why you throwing
this
up the
dude.
rock, bro?
Now I'm kind of back. Hey,
Box, why you
that ain't
throwing up
no
the
rock.
rock?
That's love. Hey,
Yeah.
all I'm saying, that
Look
ain't what
here.
I'm gonna do.
I was
Hey,
That ain't what I'm gonna do.
and like
Well,
Jeremiah
guess what?
said,
I say
Hey,
this.
guess what? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, guess what? Hey, wait a minute. Guess what? Brazil is still my guy until he ain't on the bench. Is what I'm gonna say.
Jeremiah says anything that defines my character in the wrong way, I'm addressing it on all platforms. Hey, that's what he said.
For me, look here, man. If it ever came out
Uh-oh.
like that, man, I'm gonna be what we call. I'll be in the B room because I'm gonna be real slick with some folks. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to talk to me because that's just everything in my character, how I was brought up. We ain't we not gonna do that. And I can understand that sometimes these players, a lot of people say a lot of things about the players in their personal lives because you are a public figure. And I have always been under the premise that if it walk like a duck, it quack like a duck, it's probably a duck. And you know what I'm saying? It's probably a duck. And like a doctor say, man, you got all the symptoms. You know what I'm saying? You might have the flu. You know what I'm saying? If you got all the symptoms of the flu, what do they diagnose you with having the flu? So if you got all the symptoms, then maybe you got the flu. That's all I'm saying.
But something somebody said brings up a really good
She
point,
home, you
right?
sick with it.
No, it does bring up a good point, right? You have an NIL deal worth $500,000, and you represent a nationwide brand in your NIL deal. To come out and say, "Hey, I'm not this," when nationwide, that's something that's accepted. So then you are throwing yourself and the company under the bus by almost putting down that the LMNOP community. So maybe we ain't looking at it from a business standpoint.
I feel that, but it's a respectful way you can say,
Easy, fix your
hey,
way.
I can completely support whatever you do. But me and my girlfriend, we would stay for him.
Nah, man, no, they ain't.
Hey, he want to make sure you heard girlfriend.
We in good hands.
Hey, he want to make
We in
sure
good
you
hands.
heard girlfriend.
Hey, I'm in real good hands.
Hey, Deezy, we know you got a girlfriend now.
Yeah, but hey, man, I mean, I understand that sometimes it is business, but I don't know. The question was, what would I do? That's what I would do, and that's it. Then.
Absolutely, 100%.
Hey, gentlemen,
Hey,
I got to get
somebody in the
back to work,
comments
man. I had to pull up
narrate.
on y'all, though, man.
Hey, man, as always, man, we appreciate
All
you
right,
coming on,
man.
kicking it with us.
You know I love you guys, man. Hold it
Somebody in
down
the
for the
comments
crown.
said we've been better.
Everybody else, sub up and smash the like.
Yeah, absolutely. Man,
Hit
shout
that
out to
like
Unbiased.
button,
Shout out
man.
to Box. Box dropped off. You know, Box on that Boost Mobile.
Oh dang.
All right, there we go. We got Box back in the building. Oh man, so hey, that's my take on that, man. So what we gonna do against these LSU Tigers, man, this weekend? What we gonna do? Box, I'm gonna start with you, man. Break it down for us. What do you see in the LSU Tigers? What's their strengths and weaknesses?
I said we probably gonna win against Missouri. We're gonna beat them once. I know we're gonna beat LSU once. Now we can come out and pass the ball. We'll beat LSU too. If we come out, because last game, Muss almost lost us that game because he put the ball in Mark's hand with 4 minutes to go. Instead of letting Blocker and Menifee handle the ball, he was playing not to lose instead of to win. So if he stick with the same game plan he had last game, we'll beat LSU.
The same game plan in the first half.
I mean, part of the second half.
They
DJ,
say
what
Box
say
only
you?
got one volume.
Man,
Box
I
is Coach
say
Bostradamus.
I think we're gonna come out fighting against LSU. I truly do. I think the energy is gonna be good. I think we might even make it a little competitive, but I think overall LSU gonna eventually find a way to stump us. And the way this team is built mentally, I don't think we got the mental capacity to overcome humps. We've shown that. Pause. But we've shown that over and over again this season, and like we just, I don't know. I don't think I don't think we gonna make it over the hump.
But the last 3 games they've lost to Texas A&M, Georgia, and Alabama. Looks like their best player is Jordan Wright. He averaged 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Pretty solid guy. He shoot 36%.
Is he a guard?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he's 6'6", shoots 36% from
Blocker
3-point.
got him.
Man, Blocker ain't big enough for this dude. He's 6'6".
Blocker's a dog.
Man, dogs, you can be a dog all you want. But Gary Payton tried to hold Jordan too.
Well, put
That didn't
marks
work
on
out
it.
too well. That boy too little.
Put marks on it.
Yeah, that may work. They about the same size. But hey, you need Mark to score, so you don't want to. I mean, can he defend and score? See, this is when you need 6 fouls from Devo.
Hey man.
This is when you need
Hey
6
man, we
fouls
got
from
to
Devo.
stop bringing that dude up.
Hey, I'm gonna bring him up one last time because I got one last question, man, before we get up out of here about Devo. Got one last question.
You tired of talking about?
See, you keep the party going with that nonsense right there.
Hey, man, I'm done talking. I'm done talking about him. I'm done talking about him.
Hey, man, he might come back.
Man, hey, you know what? I hope he does. I hope he get himself together. But guess what? If he don't play another minute, I'm like Box say, get on down. It is what it is, man. That water is cold under the bridge.
We've actually played better without him and Trevin Brazil.
Brazil.
So, But my final question is, did Devo just throw away his Arkansas Razorback career by quitting?
Yup. Let's hear from Box. I
1000%.
want to hear from Box because y'all already know how Box feel, but I really want to know. Box, the floor is yours, man. Get it to us raw. The only way Box can get it to us.
Nah, raw. We can't let Box go raw.
Well, not all the way raw.
No.
Not all the
be tearing this interface up. How mute. Let me get my little sensor button ready.
I think
Yeah.
It's like I say last show when I did use Devo DZ as a reference. If you my boy for years and we in a fight and you leave me, we ain't boys no more. He left. He quit. He didn't get kicked out the team. He quit. And when you quit, that's a different story than you get kicked off the team or anything else. So I don't want him back. We don't need him back. And that's how I feel about Devo.
What say you, DZ?
I think it's a double-edged sword, man. On one side, it's like, how do you win that locker room back? Like leaving them in the middle of the season, in the middle of SEC season. Like, how do you win that locker room back? And then, two, when you told me that he didn't show up for the radio station, so not only was you not there for your team, but you didn't even fulfill your obligations with your money. Like, you let your feelings get in the place of your money, too. I don't know how he come back from that. I'm going to keep it real. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna say this about Devo, man. I think wherever he is right now, man, he probably realizing that he really done messed up. That even though he may have not gone out a winner, he would have probably been considered one of the greats in Razorback history. But this right here, man, with the leaving the program, the rumors, man, bruh, I think it just tarnishes a good 4-year career that he had as a Razorback. And not to say he can come back from it as far as a person, but man, as a Hog, great. Yeah. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. G, what's your take on that, man?
Bro, you know I already said what I said. And
You don't
I
want to talk
stand
about it
on
no
it. Hey,
Whoa, sweet thing.
I'm done talking about that. If he come back, hey man, I'm done talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he did what he did. I said what I said, and that's it.
Well, man, well, that's it then,
Hey.
man. Well,
Hey, can I say one thing about Muss?
yeah, bring it, go with it.
People need to understand, Muss loved Devo. Absolutely loved Devo. He didn't kick Devo off this team. Devo quit at the end of every day.
Now, I will say something about this because me and OD actually said this. Do y'all remember when Muss last year was like, whenever he quit the team and Muss, they was interviewing him together right after that Kansas game, and Muss had his arm around him, was like, yo, I treat him like one of my sons. You know what I'm saying? Devo was crying and they were hugging each other and all that type of stuff. Y'all remember that? I do. But then this the last game, when they asked Muss about Devo not playing, he said it was a coach's decision. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He healthy. Then the next game they was asking, about him. He said, Mike, what did Mike say reading his? We're gonna go with that. They asked him another question. We're gonna go with the email that he read to y'all. Next question. He don't got nothing to say about it. So I'm gonna be like Muzz. Say, man, we don't got nothing else to say. That's it. That's all.
Well, man, it has been another great show. We appreciate everybody from tapping in with us. All 200 people here in the chat, in the room watching. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. We appreciate you getting us to 100 likes. We didn't even have to say nothing about it, man. We appreciate y'all 100%. We'll be back Saturday after the LSU game. We're going to talk about these Hogs again. Hopefully we get a dub, even though I ain't picking us to win. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody who is subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, man, make sure you subscribe on your way out. Like, all that business. You know the deal. Shout out to the members. I still got that video I need to release. I've been super busy this week training for a new gig. I've been so busy. My fault, but I'm going to get it out. DZ. What else you got to add to me, man?
Hey, man. Shout out to all of our loyal and new fans, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us as always. It's been another hilarious show, another show where we get deep. We talk about the real, and we got to. Somebody got to. Might as well be us. So, hey, man, we said what we said.
G, take us out of here, man.
Yo, man, I thought you would never ask, man. But first, before we go, man, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Insurance Max. Hey, man, if you want to experience peace of mind with your insurance, get in contact with Insurance Max. Your one-stop solution for home, auto, and commercial insurance. We're talking about statewide, all over Arkansas. Do not wait. You can call them today for a free, no obligation quote. I'm telling you, secure your future with Insurance Max, where protection meets affordability. Call these guys right now and you can safeguard what matters most. You can get a hold to them at 870-534-2823. Again, that's 870-534-2823. And you can tell them that the guys over here at the Woo Pig Podcast sent you. And let's not forget about 3M Electric. They are a trusted electrical contractor serving Northwest Arkansas. They got something special going on for you guys. They're actually looking for some qualified, skilled journeyman electricians. Now, you may ask, now, what are we going to be doing if we go to work for 3M Electric? Hey, you will help assist the customers in the maintenance, repair, and installation to all kinds of electrical systems. Hey, they are looking for you to join their dedicated professionals to help contribute to the success and growth of this great electrical company. Hey, for more information, please call 3M Electric at 479-408-9865. Again, that's 479-408-9865. Tell them that the Woo Pig Podcast sent you. Yo, thanks to our sponsors, Office Max and 3M Electric. Yo, hey, man, this has been another good show.
Hey, man.
Y'all
been
over
Office
here
Max, man. We are
rocking
not
with us,
sponsored by
man.
Office Max. What are you talking about?
I mean, Insurance Max. Insurance Max. My bad, man. I'm him. Dang. Insurance Max. Give him a call. But yo, I tell you, that's what we doing. You gonna shoot your boy? Yo, man, we appreciate everybody coming in and rocking with us, man. Another great show. We said what we said, man. That's all I gotta say. And we out.
Yeah, it's the 501, baby. You know how we get down on the Woo Pig Podcast. Shout out OD, shout out G-Ho.